Good afternoon. You're all most welcome to Trinity College Dublin for the second Medieval Ireland Symposium. I welcome our conference speakers, visiting delegates and members of the public.
Today was the first day of what we call the second Trinity Medieval Ireland Symposium. The theme of the symposium this year is the Irish-Scottish world in the Middle Ages. The conference was triggered by the fact that this year, 2015, is the 700th anniversary of Edward Bruce's invasion of Ireland in 1315, which Edward Bruce, of course, was the brother of Robert, the famous Robert the Bruce, King of Scotland. So we thought, rather than just have a conference that was on the Bruces and what they were doing in 1315, we would expand it out to look at Irish connections with Scotland through the ages.
In essence, then, neither archaeology nor text can show us that there was or wasn't a migration and conquest and settlement from Ireland to northwestern Scotland, which established Gaelic in Scotland. Even if there were a political movement, this would not necessarily demonstrate a popular movement. There's no reason in particular why Gaelic should not have co-evolved in Argyll at the same time and in continuum with Gaelic in Ireland.
There are regional and national differences, there are developments, there must have been influential artists, but it's hard to judge how far their work is represented in what remains. There are areas where it's not possible to be categorical or authoritative. Father Ted had a great phrase when he was short of a reply: "That would be an ecumenical matter."
I thought the conference today was really good, and it was great to see so many members of the public here, especially at a medieval conference.
For us here in Ireland, we're going through a so-called decade of centenaries, and people are actually interested in history, more so I think than maybe the politicians and others would credit. And it's important, I think, in terms of the modern sort of scholastic or scholarly view of history, that people who write the books get their information over to the general public, and that people who are interested in history and who might go out to buy a history book are able to put a face to a name and to realise that the book they might be reading was written by the person that they just heard today or yesterday at a conference.
Well, I think it's very important that people from the community get an opportunity to attend these conferences, not just academics. So the fact that the conference has been opened up more broadly is very important, and obviously as a board member from the Ulster Scots Agency, the collaboration, which is the first of its kind between the agency and Trinity, is very valuable and is a relationship that we would hope will continue.
In this address I will try to give you some background as to why Robert Bruce thought that the Scots and the Irish were umbilically linked in the way he did in the letter that was quoted in the pamphlet.
We have 13 different speakers. Some of them are Irish, some are Scottish obviously, but there are speakers from the USA, from Canada and so on. And the idea is to bring it all together. We're going to publish a book which will be the proceedings of the conference, and hopefully every aspect of the complicated story of Ireland's relationship with Scotland in the Middle Ages will all be within the covers of one book when the whole project is finished.
I hope you all have a particularly stimulating 2 days in Trinity and in Dublin, and I look forward to reading the book that will ensue in due course. Thank you very much.